Good evening, everyone. Welcome to my Holistic Club, Holistic Highlight. This evening, I'm Amy Holmesy calling in from Tampa Bay. I want to welcome each and every one of you. We have two special guests on this evening, and you're going to be blown away because tonight we're talking about frequency and what it could do for your health. But for those of you who don't know who my Holistic Club is, we are your network community for holistic health and affiliates and practices, a community coming together to help body, mind, and spirit to live your life at an optimal, healthy level. So again, my name is Amy Holmesy, calling in from Tampa Bay with my Holistic Club. And on our platform, folks, we have all kinds of affiliates, wellness centers, naturopaths, chiropractors, massage therapists, etc. And we have some of the top products for your health. And that brings me to my guest this evening. So I want to welcome on the line tonight, Dr. Jerry and Michael Weber. Good evening, gentlemen.
Hello, Amy.
How are you?
Hey, we're up here in a little bit colder Indiana.
I know.
We wish we were in Tampa about now, but thank you so much for having us on, and thank you for doing everything that you do.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm excited.
You're doing a great job.
Well, so it's about helping others, right? It's about learning.
Absolutely.
And I'm a big believer, once you learn something, you should share it, right?
Absolutely.
And so you guys have been practicing collectively for over 35 years. I know, Dr. Jerry, you're an author of a couple of books.
Sure.
But what I want to talk about this evening is the product line that you both developed. You co-created a frequency water.
Yes.
To help us. And it's just pure genius. And I personally use all of them. Here's what the bottle looks like. And also I want it noted that you're both my practitioners. So I'm just honored to be here. So I guess my first question would be, a lot of people are going to ask, what is a frequency imprinted water? What is Energize, your product line, and why did you develop it? Why did you start it?
Wow, what a question. Michael, take me a minute here and I'll get over to you. Okay, Innergize has been co-created, and yes, with Dr. Michael and myself, but it was also co-created with the Holy Spirit, because I always tell people, I know I'm not this smart of what we've come up with, okay? How this worked out was my partner, Carol. She used to work for a company, and the whole company had to have the shots. They were forced into the shots, and she fought them and won and did not take them.
Good for her.
But the issue was she was coming home every single day with headaches and some kind of pain because of spike protein. Now, for people who don't know about spike protein, this is something that's very can affect you a lot of different ways. It goes into the weakest areas of your body and so forth. It comes from some of the mRNA shots. Michael, would you like to share anything about that area before I go on?
Yeah, I like to do like what you've taught me, Dad. Share the information where we've learned some from and who we've learned from. For anybody learning about spike protein, I would go look at Dr. Sherry Tenpenny's a good one. And it's definitely a transmission, and it's something that's affecting all of us and our animals also.
Yeah, absolutely. So anyway, Carol goes, gosh, you got to find something that will take the spike protein out. And I'm going, I don't know. I don't know what we're going to do. So we have a home down about an hour and a half south here also. And I was driving down there one day, and the Holy Spirit just told me, just whacked me upside the head and said, hey, you can make this. And I'm going, we don't know how to do. No way. We're not ready to make anything like that. And it said, no, you're going to resurrect a product line that nobody knows about, that was a wonderful line of product 10, 15 years ago that got put out of business. And this company had tremendous products. So what we did is I was told to go in and collect all the formulas. Now, we don't have the formulas on paper. We have them in the bottles. We have them as liquids and capsules that you cannot get anymore. And then what we did, Michael, take it from there.
Well, then we've created a what we call a mother seed. You know, a lot of people understand imprints, but imprints are taken from other imprints and they get diluted. Our Energize, each one of them come from a actual structural proven formulation, as my dad is explaining. So it's a beautiful thing.
And not only is it just one formulation, but we have 75 to maybe 100 of these formulations. And then for each of our products, such as the spike protein, we came out with our first product, and it's called Pro 4. And Pro 4, okay, has proven over the last 3 years of what it will do. And it's designed for people who are concerned about spike protein. Now, that's all we say about it, because we're never going to tell you what it will do. But if you're concerned about it, this is the product to use.
Yeah, that's the product I have right here, and I use it on a regular basis.
This product has about 10 to 12 formulas in it, all. And what we do through muscle testing is we find out how much of each formula of this group that we have needs to go into a product. And that's what Michael was talking about as a mother seed. But now the magic happens. This is where the magic starts happening now. Okay. We take this fabulous mother seed that's got all this frequency and all this energy and information in it. And then we use a scanner to go in and imprint it, meaning what? To transfer all of that information into pure, perfect water.
Wow.
Okay. Now we do some special things here in the proprietary process of imprint, right, Michael?
100%. That's why we love Energize. The special thing with Energize is there's no machine ever touches it, only with love. I remember when my dad, and again, the Holy Spirit was creating this. And that's the last 3 years we've continued the same thing, that every one of these proprietary blends help raise the energy of the product. That's what makes it work so great, and every single time, because it's made with pure love and by love of touch, every single one of them.
Well, I'll tell you what I like about it as a consumer is I love that there's no taste. It tastes just like water. Being someone that has tried all kinds of supplements and herbs and, my whole life, some of them, they don't taste well, right? There's an aftertaste, or you have to smell it, or, the pill's too big, or whatever that looks like. This is so simplistic. You just put a couple drops under your tongue, tastes like water, but they actually work. And Frequency Health is where it's at right now, and you know that. And I know there's different formulas that you have. So tonight we're going to talk about the Pro 4 and the Nix, but I just want to give a heads up to the audience. You do have one for viruses, right? People concerned about viruses or bacteria, fungus, mold, yeast, brain health, etc., which is just phenomenal. Also, I want everyone to know that Dr. Jerry and Dr. Michael have also, they're excellent muscle testers. They train it. They've developed the system, the body balance healing system. So they know what they're talking about. So again, the Pro 4 is for people concerned about spike proteins. Yes. And you could be concerned about them even if you're not vaccinated like I was, because remember, I wasn't feeling well, got muscle tested, and I found out that I had spike proteins, or, and then I used the product and I felt better. So another big discussion out there are the nicotine patches, right?
Yes.
And Dr. Jerry, you taught me, because I never knew that we had nicotine receptors. I never would have guessed that. Never in a million years, because I was taught as a child nicotine is bad.
Right. and we all have. And that's one of those pre-programs that we've been dealing with for years. But I'll explain that, and then I'd like Dr. Michael to tell you about Nix, because that is his baby. This is one that he actually formulated with my help, but it was his idea. So, but here's the deal, Doctor. We know the whole idea of this nicotine is people have been told nicotine's bad for ever, but yet if you look at all of your the potatoes and all the nightshades, all the nightshade foods have nicotine in them. Okay, so it's not the nicotine. You don't ever see someone have to go out and have a potato break. That doesn't happen because it's
or
not
an eggplant or
an egg, like an eggplant. Yeah, exactly. Because it's all the chemicals that they have added to that, not the nicotine. So we have nicotine receptors. We have to have them if it's in the food, natural food, right? So we know we have them. Okay. So what we have found out through Dr. Brian Artis and other professionals about this, we started thinking about it because Dr. Artis, and we love him, he's done great for our work, is we think there's maybe something a little bit better to use, because yes, we were using the patches as well, but we also muscle test. Now, if you're a muscle tester, I don't think you're going to find a clean patch. Is that right, Michael?
100%. We came up with Nix because we personally ourselves tried the patches, but with it having a transdermal patch, that means it's putting something back into the body. And it was messing with our sleep and sleep cycles. Again, we love Dr. Brian Artis information. And again, that's why we went back to the drawing board with the Holy Spirit. I remember calling Dad that night and saying, "Hey, Dad, we got an idea." And of course, he's listening. We worked together virtually. Actually, this is the first one we done remotely together. And we came up with the idea of Nix, and it's been working great. The nightshades we see keep the receptors about 90%. Nix, we have to have some kind of extra nicotine, and we love Nix because, again, like you said, Amy, no taste, and there's no transdermal. It's safe for children, safe for pets, and just go Energize.
So who would be someone who is a market for the Nix? Like, why would someone want that or need that?
Well, what I do in my practice is, we're always looking for different things like this. So if I see that they have that problem, we have to clear the problem out, and then we know that person is kind of favorable to getting that. Okay, so we always want to get Nix in, but Nix, everybody is going to be influenced, and their health is going to be affected by these kind of toxins that we're talking about, that Nix is going to help keep out of the body. Okay, Nix is nicotine with no side effects. Okay, it is this. It will fill up all the nicotine receptors to 100%. Now, through muscle testing, what I've found out, Michael, you might jump in here too, but through muscle testing, what I've found is I haven't found a patch that will take it to 100%. You have to take the patch and gum to get it to 100.
Wow. Now,
I've also seen these kind of toxins go into tissue and receptors where the nicotine receptors are 99.999%, but not 100. It's got to be 100.
Right.
And I know there's going to be people there going, what? Well, until you know how to muscle test, or if you know how to muscle test, I always tell people I'd love to teach everybody how to muscle test so they confirm our craziness. Okay. All right. What else can we help you with?
No, I love that. I love that.
Are so great, and we have so many.
Well, I love the fact that there's no chemicals, right? So the nicotine patches are going to have chemicals. The gum's going to have a taste, right? So
that's all you have to do.
We want something that's simple and effective, but with no additives and no chemicals.
one thing real quick also, team. What we're talking about here, the other is addicting. You can get addicted to those guys. That's the most important. Nix has no
Good point.
addictability. It doesn't change all the other stuff like the nicotine patches do. And that again is why that's so important.
And there's another thing we need to talk about right there real quick as well. I just thought about it. Is Nix is not designed to help someone quit smoking.
Okay. That's a good disclaimer. No. Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
That's a great disclaimer. So,
all right, good.
So I love this. And what we're going to do is we're going to have you back. We're going to revisit this because we have the other Energize products to talk about. I want to highlight a couple every time we get together. But again, just in closing, one of you please explain the frequency imprinted waters one more time and how important frequency is for our health in a nutshell.
Absolutely. I've been working in the natural health field with supplements and capsules for a long time. And when we got into frequencies, what I now call that old school. Old school is because, and nothing against them, we have to still have them. But now we've added something that is faster. If you want to go to chat or use an AI, ask how long it takes a capsule or a tablet to go through and be used by the body. It's about 6 to 8 hours.
Oh, wow.
If you put in how long does it take an imprinted frequency water to get to the cell, it's a nanosecond. Frequencies are the future, and the future is here, and we're here to give it to your all of your people, however we can help them, because as we know, Michael, health is wealth, right, babe?
May you prosper. And one real quick thing I'll put on there. If you go into our website, and I know Amy will get that on there for us, we put a real smart guy on there. You know, I joke with my dad because he had a picture, and them two really look a lot alike now. I'll have to share that picture with you, Amy. But Einstein, baby, Albert Einstein, like my dad said, we put on our site. The future of medicine is frequency medicine. As my dad said, we always end it. So thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. And we'll put your site up as well on the recording. So with the notes, but I just want to thank everyone for their time. Also, you can find these Energize products at myholisticclub.com under the products tab. Again, we are searching out the top health holistic products there are. And we just want to close by saying we want you all to thrive holistically. And we'll see you next time.
Thank you so much. God bless everybody. Take care. Peace.